everybody, Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC BBQ, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
All right, thank you, Phil Breeden with LC BBQ Products. What's up, everybody? My name is Rob Arocha, and you are watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. Very happy that you have joined us tonight. In fact, I'm damn glad you are joining us tonight. We got a great show. We're going to have Eddy Morales from the Pitfather BBQ. I'm excited to talk to this guy. He's been tearing it up for the last couple of seasons here in the Texas barbecue scene. In fact, he just finished 4th overall in the 2020-2021 IBCA points chase. So I'm excited to talk to Eddy about that. And speaking of the IBCA points chase, man, we just concluded last week. And a couple of the guys that we had on recently, Rena Gonzalez with Gonzalez Family Barbecue, Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue. We've had Michelle Castillo on the show, Daniel Ramirez coming in hot. Had a few of you guys on the show that placed really well, and we'll go over that here shortly. We'll go over the IBCA points chase here in just a minute. But as you guys can see, no Case Han. I am Han Solo. He is bowling tonight. Yep, he wants to pursue a bowling career. And I said, okay, but why on a Thursday? He said, I need to go out there and bowl. I really want to get on ESPN, the Ocho. That's his life goal. He wants to get on the Ocho. And so he wanted to go bowling. And what better way to start a bowling career than to join a bowling league? And so he decided to join the league, but he did it on Thursday nights. And man, that's when we do the So Smoking Gooder Show. But, hats off to Case for trying to do something new. He really wants to get into bowling. I threw the gauntlet down. I really want him. I said, hey, if you're going to do this, one of your games tonight better be at least a 150, right? And he better hit, in his 3-game total, better be about a 400 at least on his first night out there. So we'll see how Case does out in the bowling league. We'll get a full report next week as we're going to come on Wednesday. We'll discuss that show a little later. But this would be the time that I throw it over to Case and say, Case, how can they watch the show? How can they hear the show if they're not already watching? And that's right, guys. You can hear this show. We do put all these shows to podcast. If you are on podcast, you like listening to podcasts about barbecue, about anything, there's all kinds of stuff out there. True crime, I'm kind of like that kind of stuff. But if you want to listen to the show, you can find us on all podcast formats, including Spotify. We are on all of them. Just search So Smoking Good, and at that point, we'll pop up and click subscribe or like or however that is on the podcast. And rate us if you like us. Rate us 5s. 5s are good. Anything less than that, don't rate us. No, but we're doing okay. Doing all right in the podcast. And I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not the best at putting them all out there. I'll do a dump and you'll hear all these out there. But you are, if you're that guy and you want to listen on podcasts, subscribe to us. And when we do put them, you'll see them appear on your phone. All right, well, that's out of the way. And we've come a long way. We're on podcasts. We're doing it. This is our 4-year anniversary. In fact, yesterday, 7/7 was our anniversary date. We started this thing in 7/7/17 back at the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics Studios. We did live shows. I see Tony Tanache's in the comments. He was there at the time. But we would do actual live shows with people watching us. It was fun. It was a good time. It was actually a monkey, not only people. There was a monkey. Bobbert was there in the audience, and he was watching us. So it is, we've come a long way since doing those. The very first guest, I know we've talked about this on the show before, but the very first guest is Wade Whitlow, who has since retired. I don't think Wade is out there cooking anymore, but he will always have that for his barbecue career as being the first guest on the So Smoking Gooder Show. What's up, guys? I see you guys in the comments. I'll address you guys in a moment. But yeah, Wade Whitlow, first guest of the So Smoking Gooder Show 4 years ago. So that is our 4-year anniversary. Speaking of things that we have done to improve this show, we are bringing back, I know I teased it last time we were on, but we are bringing, yes, it was a rabid monkey. We are bringing back the Texas Pitmasters Virtual Showdown. All of it. I finally paid my debt from last year to our winner, Ernest Cervantes of Burnt Bean Company. He was the winner of the 2020 Texas Pitmasters Virtual Showdown. And a shout out to Chef Greg Muller, Jody Flanagan, Ron and Ray over at RecTech, everybody involved with RecTech. They shipped Ernest his RT590, which is a RecTech Stampede. It was shipped. I know you received it last week. So that closes the book on 2020. We are going to do, listen to Tony. You don't know that you won, Tony. I don't think you did. We are going to open the book for 2021. Now, if you were in on 2020, that doesn't mean you are an automatic bid. No. We are going to re-look at everything. You know, some of the guys that were in 2020 are, for whatever reason, not cooking anymore. Maybe they are just not cooking as often, or they are maybe they're doing new ventures like Ernest. So the whole landscape for 2021 has changed. Look at our guest tonight, Eddy Morales. I don't think he was on the Pitmasters contest last year, but this guy's shooting up the ranks. He's fourth this year in the overall standings for IBCA 2020, 2021. So he'll probably get a strong look and probably will be in the field this year. We'll have to get with the selection committee. Right now, the selection committee is just me, but we are going to form a selection committee and look at it real hard. And about, hopefully within 3 weeks, maybe 2, we'll put out the invitations to who all wants to be involved. Because it's not just putting your name out there, guys. A lot of these guys really went to great lengths to get votes. You know, they were sharing and doing all kinds of stuff. So there is a lot involved in that Texas Pitmasters Virtual Showdown. And yes, the butthurt feelings will all be there because you can see who voted for who. You know, if you're pit up against another guy that both of y'all know and you want to look and see who voted for you, who didn't, it is there. It's there for everybody to see, and feelings will get hurt. Speaking of people that were in last year that may not be in this year, if you had help from any Russians or Chinamen, hope I don't get banned for saying those 2 words, but chances are you may not be in the field this year. Just saying. Don't know who that applies to. I have a pretty good feeling, but I'm not sure. Yes. That's not going to work this year, Brian Fox. That will not work this year. I'm going to do my best to weed that out. All right. So we've talked about the anniversary, the podcast, Han Solo, Case Han, bowling. Yes. We got some bullhorn news that I'll bring up later in the show, but I think it's time to get to our guest. But first, let me give a special shout out to our great sponsors of the show. And here we go.
Shout out to our great sponsors, RecTech Grills, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Cosmos Q Products, Texas Pepper Jelly, Rick's RV Rental and Repair, Holy Smoke Spice Company, Diamond Shine Cleaning Products, J. Harding and Company, Bull Printing, Wraps, and Graphics, and The Barbecue Store. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
Yes, thank you. And also, still got to get them on, but Texas Oil Dust, thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Mr. Aaron Leslie, we do appreciate it. All right, let's get to it. I've been teasing this guy for a little bit. Eddy Morales, let's bring him on the show. What's up, Eddy? How are you, buddy?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Good to have you on the show. I've seen you. I've said your name multiple times over the last couple of seasons. When we do our our wrap-up recap from Bull Printing, Wraps, and Graphics. And so I've been saying your name for a little bit. I've seen you a couple times out on the trail. How are you, man?
Doing all right, man. Just living the dream.
Well, for those that don't know you, I'm sure there's a lot of people that may or may not know you, but introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from.
My name is Eddy Morales. I go by the Pitfather BBQ. I'm from Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas. Yes, sir.
Are you wearing Birkenstocks right now?
Nah, man. Wearing boots.
Oh, you got your boots. All right. You're a real Austinite. All right. So how's the barbecue scene in Austin? I know the restaurant scene's pretty dang good, but
Yeah,
there's not a whole bunch of comps in there, right? Are there?
I mean, there's one Chili, and then there's Austin Rodeo. But other than that, I mean, there's not many, no.
No, there's
I wish
not.
There was, because I wish
hopefully we'll, anybody's wanting to promote a contest out there, hit us up. We'd love to get you in contact with some people. But yeah, we'd love to see some more events over there. So being that there aren't a whole bunch of comps out in that area, I got started back, days ago watching, about that time barbecue pitmasters would become real popular. And so that tweaked my interest. But how about you? You've been at it, what? How many years you been at it, first off?
I started in 2017.
Okay, so you just
about going on 4
about
years.
4 years. But what brought a young guy like you into the comp barbecue scene? What intrigued you? What sparked that interest?
Yeah, well, I mean, at home, I've always, grilled and did my thing. The actual competition, though, it started. I played pool, like pool league, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of my buddies, he has a barbecue little trailer down South Austin, and he always invited me, like, hey, you want to come out and hang out at these competitions? Come check it out. And I'm like, there's barbecue competitions. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
He was like, yeah, just come out. And I never went, and finally I went to one, just to hang out and have a few drinks. And then I was thinking, I was like, hey, can anybody do these, or is it like only people with restaurants? Because he had, like I said, a trailer. And he's like, no, anybody can do it, man. You want to come do it? I'll pay for your first one. And I was like, all right, sure. So I went in Camp Ben, actually, in Driftwood, about 30 minutes away. And I was actually looking at the pictures from the boxes I turned in, man.
Right.
That's embarrassing.
Right, night and day. I know.
And but anyway, yeah, after that, man, it was just, I did that one, and I just caught a bug, man, and I haven't stopped.
Did you get a call?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Those are the fun ones, man.
Yeah, I mean,
viewers.
Now
Real quick,
like,
let me address this little hater here. 30 viewers, but Tony, you're always there. I appreciate you, man. Always. Thank you. Thank you for the hate comments, Tony. We love you. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no. I mean, looking at the boxes that I turned in, I mean, I didn't have. First of all, I cooked a select brisket because I had no idea, right?
Right.
So I went and got the cheapest brisket, injected it with my own stuff that I put together, and I mean, I didn't have one full slice. Bro, you're not getting a call, but that's how it went.
That's how it goes, man. That's just the name of the game in this field. But so fast forward to a couple of years ago, that's when you really started hitting. What changed for you then? Did you any mentors or anybody help you out on the trail?
Yeah,
you just trial there.
Yeah. So first, my buddy, his name is Ramiro Gonzalez. He goes by Gordo. He started giving me tips here. Hey, try this, try that. And, eventually I just went and started, finding, there he is right there.
Yeah. He's in the comments.
Yeah. So, he's like, hey man, try this, do that, trim like this, trim like that. And never a full recipe, but just enough to where I can start building my own, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, exactly a year later after that first cook-off, I got my first call at that cook-off.
Nice.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, eventually I just started, trying different things, and stuff started working. My flavor was always there, but not so much the presentation. So
yeah, no, it takes let's fast forward again up to, I guess, 2 years ago. That's when I started noticing you. You started quite a bit. You were walking quite a bit during that time. Were you chasing? Did you start looking at the point standings then, or anything like that?
I did. I started looking at the points when I first walked. I'm like, huh. where am I at? And I was like 300 something, like nowhere near. But then, 2 years ago, I was like top 40, and I was super proud of that. I was like, oh my God, top 40, like this is amazing. And then
Right.
there was no consistency though. I was still it was a hit or miss.
Right.
Like I said, I always thought my recipes were pretty good, but there was still something missing, like the finishing process and whatnot. So yeah, then I did learn a lot from Clarence Joseph as far as techniques. So once I mixed my recipes with his techniques, I mean, it just came together, and definitely helped out.
Clarence is a great teacher. He's taught quite a bit of champions out there, man. So
definitely, yeah. A lot of the top 10 guys actually took his class.
Yeah, so that's a good little plug for Mr. Clarence Joseph of Mama and Papa Joe's. He actually has a cool little YouTube channel. I don't know if you've checked it out.
I check it out.
A lot of people might want to check that out, Mama and Papa Joe's on YouTube. Well, that's cool. And so this year, you kind of put it all together.
This year, yeah.
Were you deciding to go at it early on, or was that something?
No. I mean, so 2020. I mean, there was hardly any cook-offs, and the ones that weren't sanctioned. But
right,
once it started, getting going again, I did a Trader's Village, and I actually granted that one. So I was like, all right, maybe these recipes are working. Yeah. So then I just started trying to compete more often, more frequently, and got another couple grams, and I was in the top 10. And then at that point, I was like, okay, I'm in the top 10. I need to work my way down to the bottom, at least top 5. And it was hard, but I hung in there, man.
Yeah. So what part during the year did you say, all right, I'm going for it? Is that when you saw yourself in the top 10?
March. It was March.
So March, and then you had like a good 3-4 months to really put it together. Yeah. So do you guys talk, all these guys in the top 5, top 10, do y'all guys talk and see where you're going and whatnot, or is it kind of a stay away from each other type thing?
Hey, I'm open, man. I go. I prefer to go where the biggest competition is. I tell everybody where I'm going. If anybody asks, yeah, I'll tell you. I talk to Ira Green a lot. Michelle. Sometimes Renee too. I talk to most of them. Like, hey, what are you cooking this weekend? Oh, I'm going here. I'm going there. Okay, well. But usually, me and Ira Green tend to end up in the same place. So. That's good.
Yeah. Brandon Morris is in the comments. He wants to know what kind of pit. He's asking everybody in the comments what they're using. But what are you cooking on right now, Bo?
I actually cook on so for IBCA I cook on 3 of James Brooks drums.
Okay.
And then one out for CBA. I got a new one. I got my 4th one, so I put in the pork on that one. So now I'm cooking on 4 Brooks drums. So
you got 4. So you're cooking on drum smokers. Those things are taking over the world and well, not the world, but the comp barbecue scene in all sanctioning bodies. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, man. It just you get to go to sleep.
Exactly. So what are the goals for? Or real quick. So where were you sitting like 4 contests ago in this thing?
I was sitting in 2nd for a while.
Oh, were you? Nice.
Yeah. And then Renee just kept coming, man. He's coming, and
he got me up. Yeah, he had a strong finish. We were talking to him, and he was, explaining. I asked him, "What do you have to do?" I think this was like 2 weeks to go. I said, "What do you have to do?" And he goes, "Well, I just got to put my head down and go for it." And I guess he had a couple of good finishes because he was.
He did.
Yeah, he was sitting there with 11 qualified, and then he got his 12th. And I guess, man, he must have GC'd it or something. I don't know what he did, but
he definitely he killed it, man. He found whatever works for him, man.
Yeah, we're gonna run down the top 10 later because, man, I know how much time, effort, and money that you guys put into chasing those things. Yeah, I've never been that guy to chase. In fact, I was gonna go cook last weekend, and I was sitting here like on a Tuesday or Wednesday thinking of all the stuff I had to do to get ready. I was like, man, I don't want to do it. It's just there's some times. There's some weekends like that where you just like, man, I don't know why I'm doing this, but man, I guess I'll go.
Yeah, no, I just barely got done, trimming up my chicken for this weekend. So,
yep, this guy says he met you in Irving when he pulled up. Said it was his first comp, and I just laughed. The rest of the guys believe him. Look at you.
Yeah.
You baiting people?
Yeah, he was like, introduce himself. And I'm like, hey, man, I don't really know what to do, so I'm going to need some help, man. I'm new to this. It's my first cook-off. And yeah.
So what are your goals for 2021? What's coming up? What's your plans now?
Well, Fred says that the CBA point chase ends in November.
Yep.
So I'm thinking if I jump on it, I can hopefully catch up to you.
Well, I'm hunting now. I've been hunted down, and now I'm hunting. We got to go after Robert Smith now.
Yeah, hey man, that dude's killing it too.
He's killing it, and he's hitting doubles as much as he can, and he's a beast out there doing that. But no, that's very cool. He could pass with that baby. So, give me one of your high moments so far in your short. I say short, but your short barbecue career so far.
Man, it has to be. Well, there's two, but
First off, give me a low moment first. So
low moment. Every time I don't hear my number. Sometimes I put out probably one of the best ribs I've ever made, and they don't even final table. I'm like, what?
We've all been.
You know what? I had a really low moment a couple weeks ago in Tomball, man. For that doubleheader, I dropped my chicken in my drum in the ashes 2 minutes before turning. So that definitely killed me.
Yes, that'll you don't turn one in, that'll definitely hurt. Was that the only one you've never turned in or been DQ'd on so far?
That was the only one. Yeah.
Nice.
That was the only one. I've dropped the chicken and I picked it up and fixed it up and got a second place.
Nice.
So
why didn't you pick this one up? Was it gone?
No, it was too late. I mean, it was about 10:58. All I had time to do was take the chicken, put it in the box, and run to turn in. And I was in the back. Yeah. So I mean, once I dropped it, there was no way.
All right, we did the low moments. What's the high moments?
High moments has to be that getting the rib call at the San Antonio Rodeo.
That's pretty awesome.
That was, I mean, it was cool that way it happened too, because I'm sitting there, talking, not even paying attention because I'm not expecting anything, So my girlfriend's like, hey, I'm gonna go get a hot dog, whatever. And I'm like, okay. So I give her, the money. And at that point they called the number. So I'm like, hey, what did they say? They're like, I don't know, I didn't hear it. So I look up at the screen. Well, the last two numbers were flipped. So I was like, oh damn, I thought that was me. It wasn't. So they go down, they get to second place or third or whatever. And they're like, hey, before we get to the top three, we're going to call this number again. And they call the number again and look up at the screen, and now it's the right number. And I was like, holy shit, that's big, dude. And yeah, I mean, that was probably the best. And it was only a 10th place, but in the San Antonio Rodeo, man.
Yeah, 400 teams, especially the teams that are out there. That's a premier. Yeah, that's definitely a premier Texas event.
Yeah, and I mean that one rib call felt better than my first Grand Champ.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, that's a badass call. That's a badass call.
Well, and then after that was the Traders Village grinding that. I mean, that was insane.
Yeah, especially with the cooks there. Was that the San Antonio Traders Village?
Yeah, San Antonio, 162 teams. I was like, man, I just want to get one call and I'm good. Like,
absolutely. So, guys, in the comments, if you have any questions for Eddy before we let him I've got a couple more for him. But if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll make sure that they get asked to him before we let him go. We appreciate you coming on, Eddy. This has been cool watching your rise through the ranks, and now you're up at fourth, and I know there's still more to come because you seem to be out there every weekend as well. Speaking of that, you've cooked. I've seen you you were at Humble Rodeo for that KCBS. I've seen you at IBCA and also CBA. Do you change anything? Obviously, with KCBS, they have different styles of meats.
KCBS, I cooked the exact same thing.
Yeah.
And it worked. CBA, I'm cooking the exact same thing, and I'm not changing anything except for the timers.
You got guys wanting to know your chicken recipe. No, that's not the kind of question that I was going for.
So I start off with mayonnaise.
Yeah, don't trust this guy. But I'm sorry, they threw me off. What'd you say about KCBS style cooking?
No, I mean the only thing that changed was the timing. That other than that, I use the same recipes everywhere. I should change them, man, in the Houston area because I can't do it in Houston, man. I don't cook sweet, so I think that hurts me.
We feel
so. I need to find my Houston recipes.
Let's talk. We can talk because we all feel the same way going outside of Houston. Yeah. Somebody asked who your idol is in barbecue. You have one.
My idol, man.
Who you look up to? Anybody you look up to?
Not really. I don't have like obviously like, the greats like, Meyer Mixon and them guys, but I mean, I wouldn't call it my idol. I don't think I have a barbecue idol.
What about this guy?
Tom? Yeah, he's my idol.
He said, "Congratulations on a strong finish, bro. Stupid beer in the house." What's up, Tom? Tom's been on the show before.
Yeah, Tom's a great guy, man. I like that guy.
Yep. Him and his wife, Brenda, they're super people. But so pork, are you comfortable with pork now that you're going to try some CBA events?
Yeah. I mean, I've cooked pork, at home and for catering, but never for competition. So that one's a little tough for me. I'm getting good scores on texture and appearance, but this past one, it was too sweet. Last time it was too peppery, so I need to kind of find the middle.
Well, that's something you can fix pretty easily. When you're the texture one, pork is pretty. Once you go over on pork, it turns to mush. So you gotta be.
Bill Purvis definitely gave me a couple of good advice. When I went down to Tomball, he trimmed my first one of. He actually gave me his pork butts because I left Beeville. Came home, picked up my girlfriend, drove to Tomball, and I mean, I got there like after midnight. Nothing trimmed, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I got extra pork butts," and he definitely helped me out. He's like, "Hey, take this to this temperature," and so that definitely helped out.
Cool. Hey, hang on one second, just a second.
What's up, amigos? Just kidding.
All right. So you had another question. What advice can you give little guys still trying to find their first GC and RGC?
Man, just keep it simple. I think that was one of my problems at the beginning. I was just doing too much.
Yeah.
My brisket wasn't tasting like brisket. I mean, you need to just keep it simple, but on steroids. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Just let it taste like brisket, let it taste like chicken, let it taste like pork. And just keep going for it, man. Just don't give up because, like I said, I sat in my seat for a whole – I wasn't cooking every weekend for a whole year, but, it was a year where before I even got a call, like I said, I got my first call at the first cook-off I ever did the second year.
Nice.
So I just kept going, man. You got to be passionate and – ask questions, ask, man. And some people say, I'm not telling you anything, but you ask some people, they'll tell you, man. I've asked, I've had people ask me, and I share. I don't.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what to do. It doesn't mean you're going to do it exactly like me.
Exactly. I think most people out there will share. We've had that kind of conversation on this show before. But before we let you go, man, give a shout out to people that help you, your sponsors, man. Anybody you want to give a shout out to it all?
Well, my new sponsor, Cosmos Q.
Yeah.
James Brooks. Yeah, James Brooks. Blanco River, this side. Blanco River Meat Company. We do a lot of big events, big catering events, open fire shows, all that stuff. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much. And my girlfriend, man, she's always there every single weekend, whether she wants to be or not. She's still there, So always showing support, man, and definitely a big thanks to her.
What time are you showing up in Uvalde this weekend?
I'll be there about, I don't know, 5 or 6.
That's what time I'll be rolling in. So I'll be seeing you out there, brother.
We'll have to come by and
share a beer, man. We'll share a beer together.
Yeah, for sure. Talk about some pork.
There. All right, we'll do it. All right, man. Hey, thank you very much for coming on the show. Is there anything that we didn't ask you that you wanted to bring out?
No, man. I just want to say, if you're having trouble with your recipes, get you some Ant products. I'm telling you that, and some Lucky Charms, some LC barbecue. That stuff is insane.
Get up, Chucky. Tom Fuentes is gonna be there. All right, that's nice.
Yeah, I'm not going, man.
Stupid beer. All right, hey man, good luck this weekend. I'll see you this weekend.
Thanks,
but hey,
brother. Yes, sir.
On the show, brother.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Pleasure talking to you.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
You.
All right, there he is, guys. Eddy Morales from the Pitfather BBQ. That was pretty cool. He's been, like I said, he's been an up and comer coming in, kicking ass, and it was great to get him on the show. That's what this show's about. We want to showcase some new guys that are up and coming. We want to showcase some of the guys that we've always had. Some of the celebrities. We've had celebrities on the show. We've had some new guys, but we want to showcase anybody out there that's out there doing well and showing the drive to succeed out there in this sport. Doesn't have to be Texas barbecue, from all over. It just seems like we focus on the great state of Texas. All right, we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsors. I teased we have some bullhorn news. We actually have one more guest that ties into our 4th anniversary. A blast from the past. We're going to give a shout out to our sponsors right after a couple of quick videos. And the first one, we all got to play the case video. That other chair. All right, and there is a.
Hey everybody, Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
Shout out to our great sponsors, Rec Tech Grills, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Cosmos Q Products, Texas Pepper Jelly, Rick's RV Rental and Repair, Holy Smoke Spice Company, Diamond Shine Cleaning Products, J. Harding and Company, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, and The Barbecue Store. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show.
All righty, we're back with Jay Bird. Jay Bird made a special appearance tonight. And it's not the after show, boys and girls. It's just the show.
You filthy fucking bastards.
Hey, before we get kicked off the show, hey, man, how you been? Where have you been? Not necessarily today. I don't need these anymore. But where have you been?
At a beer joint.
Not today. Like in the last 4 months, you haven't been on the show. People, you got people in there. No, Jay Bird. Phenomenal. Wait.
Come on, bitches. Give me some love.
Oh, looks like I don't need Case anymore. Uh-oh.
Who's Case?
He's a bowler. He's a professional, a wannabe professional Bowler, I threw down the gauntlet. I hope he hits like at least a 400 tonight. He's trying to get on ESPN the Ocho. It's good to see you, buddy. It's good to have you back. Why have you not been on the show?
I gave up competition barbecue for competition drinking.
Okay. How's that working out? Are you winning?
I'm fucking awesome.
Are you number one in the standings?
I'm fucking really good at it.
Mm-hmm. You are number one in the standings. All right. So I said that we have Candy Baines in the house. She says, hello, Jason. I did say we had some bullhorn news, and Eddie just mentioned his. We are also Team Cosmo back for 2021. We are invited back. Thank you to Darian Cosmo and Rick Schultz. We appreciate the invite back to Team Cosmo. Definitely excited about that.
Titties in the face, bitches. Thank you, Cosmo. Can I not say that?
You can, I guess. It's coming from you. I didn't say it.
You didn't say it. I said it.
We also had Texas Old Dust. Aaron Leslie has invited me on the team. So I'm a proud member of Texas Old Dust as well. Been using his brisket recipe for the last couple months, and it's been doing well. Jay Bird is chasing. He's chasing you, Tom. I think Tom's still number one in the point standing on drinking beer. Just saying.
I top 3, 5. I'm fine.
She said you cannot win. Cannot with him. I cannot with him. She cannot with you, Jason. I don't know what that. I don't know what she cannot do with you.
I'm not sure. I did get my necklace back, so thank you, Dennis, and all the children that saw me naked at the
Husky picnic.
Husky picnic.
Well, Jay Bird, now that you're here on the show with me, I want to announce to everybody that Bullhorn Barbecue, Team Bullhorn Barbecue, is back and officially registered for the American Royal. We're going to go for the, I'm calling it a 4-peat.
Is it 3 or 4?
It's a 4-peat. We won in 2018, 2019. We would have won in 2020 had they not canceled it. But we're back for 2021.
In my 51st birthday.
And your 51st birthday. We missed out. Last year was going to be
the 50th.
Yes, it was going to be a big blowout. 50th birthday.
I was going to steal a fucking car.
Okay, not a Kubota, I hope. Not a Kubota. Yes, Jay Bird's wearing a white shirt. He is wearing it's more of a red shirt. My God, where have you been? That's like a white V. What do you got? A red V?
I work on the highway, brother.
Now I get David's joke.
I'm a fucking beaner.
Now I get David's joke. Yes. So we'll be back at the Royal defending our title of Party of the Year. We're gonna get a damn ribbon for something else. I don't care if it's beans, potato salad, sausage, turkey. Hopefully it's chicken, ribs, pork, or brisket.
Or stealing a NASCAR.
Yeah, Tony Tanache. If Tony wants to come back, we can steal another NASCAR. I don't know how he knows how to start one of those NASCAR.
Oh, Tony does.
But he does. Tony does know how to start a NASCAR. Fact. That's a fact. We're also do you have anything to say to Fong? Fong says we cheated last time we won. Did you? Is it? He says that you purposely sabotaged his greens.
I might have ran over his greens.
You might have ran over his greens. Well, regardless, no Fong. We didn't cheat. We do not cheat over here.
Fong duck dong.
Fong duck dong. If you see us banging on trash cans, when the judges are about to enter, that's about the extent of it. We had David Gonzalez pull in, and he had a nice deal. He said play Sweet Caroline when all those older judges showed in, and that was a big hit. So. No, I shouldn't have said that. I just gave a party clue away. We are going to have some support from Rec Tech Grills. Thank you, Rec Tech Grills. We're looking forward to this party. So if you guys are out there at the American Royal this year, come find us. We are in turn number 4. We're in the northeast corner of the track. Yeah,
northeast.
Yeah, northeast. We face that way. That's turn 4 going into the finish line. It's turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4.
All right, I'll give you that.
That's where we are. Come see us. We're going to be out there.
So Jody's going to be with us?
Jody and Chef
like
Greg.
Chef Greg too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Chef Greg is cooking ancillaries for another team. But
I've never met Chef Greg.
Oh, he's a good guy. Good guy. You're going to meet Chef Greg.
Chef Greg took care of my daughter.
Yes, he did. So, guys, if you guys are going to be out at the American Royal, please come see us. Oh, I meant to ask Eddie about that. I believe he's going to go to the Royal this year for the first time. So,
Eddie.
The guy we just had on, not that Eddie, the guy we just had on.
Thank you, Eddie.
The show. But yes, so speaking of Chef Greg Muller, the Summer Super Slam continues next week on Wednesday. Case will be back next Wednesday. So we're going to have Chef Greg Muller on. He's going to be our guest for next Wednesday. He is the culinary innovator at Rec Tech Grills. He also he's in charge of the Rec Tech Academy. He does all of those Fun Day Friday after hour shows and lunch breaks with the barbecue dad, Jody. So it's going to be a good time out there with those guys as well. And that's fun, isn't it?
Hey, that's not a fucking white shirt either. It's a perfect tan. Look at it.
I mean, it does look like you have a white shirt on and like a sunburn over here.
My God, I have huge boobs on it.
Yeah, this is nice. It's good to have you back. It's good to have you back. So, are you going to commit to coming back on this show a little bit more often, or do you prefer this show or the after show?
I actually like both of them. The problem is I quit competition barbecue and started competition drinking.
We know. What time did you start drinking today?
4.
Well, you're coming up on hour number 5. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. You're
I've
still making sense.
6 fireballs and a Miller Lite and
Robert Shadle's in the house. Read that.
Dick Eaters Barbecue is fully registered as well for the Royal.
It says Smoke Eaters.
Smoke Eaters.
Yes. Why did you read it the other way?
I have a hard time seeing.
Yes. So let's do, while Jay Bird's here, let's do some, I did say we're going to go over the 2021 Cooker of the Year for IBCA because these guys put a lot of time, effort, and money into being the points chasing. Man, I've been starting to kind of chase points, I guess, a little bit. And
you have?
I mean, I was leading up until last weekend at CBA until I decided last week, I was like thinking, I told Eddie this, I was like, just thinking of all the work that I had to do to get ready just to go and sweat it out in a 100-degree cook-off. I was like, man, I don't want to do it. And
so wait a minute, you didn't up your fucking dues, so you lost?
What are you talking about? No, it has nothing to do with dues. I just didn't go to.
Well, I didn't know. I thought the CBA was like the higher you were ranked.
No.
Actually, I do like it. I haven't cooked one of their events yet.
All right, let's go over the top 10 shout outs right here. Top 10 overall in the IBCA Cooker of the Year for 2020, 2021.
Number 1, fucking Jaybird. What's up, bitches? Get some of this. All right, no, I actually haven't cooked one yet.
Chuck Long, Texas Rebel Smokehouse out of Region 5, was in 10th place overall. Our buddy Alan Freeman, Team Chickacapow, Region 2, 9th place. Chris Davis, Crossed Rifles Barbecue, Region 3. What up, Chris Davis, if you're watching? Daniel Ramirez coming in hot, Region 2, finished in 7th place. He just recently came on the show. Michelle Castillo, a So Smoking Gooder Show alum, Amp Cookers, Region 2, 6th place. Great job, Michelle. And I will say she was the female Cooker of the Year in the IBCA.
Who is she?
Amp Cookers. Get Up Chucky, Adam Martinez's fiance.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah, Adam. Jerry Cardenas, Loaded Smoke, Region 4, 5th place overall.
Time out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Adam on the list. Adam.
Rob, don't be a chaser, be a leader. Right. All right. I do like to hunt, not to be hunted, Morgan. Excuse me, just burp. Our guest tonight, Eddy Morales, the Pitfather BBQ out of Region 1, 4th place overall. James Dodson, Limp Brisket, which he's got probably one of the cooler names.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Limp Brisket Barbecue, Region 1 in third place. Our man, Ira Green, Flying G Barbecue out of Region 3 was second place overall in the
Never heard of him.
in the 2020-2021 Cooker of the Year standings. And in first place, Rini Gonzalez from Gonzalez Family Barbecue out of Region 4 in first place overall with 11,426 points. Congratulations to all the top 10. Congratulations to all of those guys. That's pretty awesome.
It's pretty fucking impressive.
Yeah, that's a year-long points chase. Recently,
I got 4 points.
so not saying if y'all guys were doing that and y'all want to come check out the Champions Barbecue Alliance, we currently have a points chase going on that ends at the end of November, and there are plenty of contests that you can get in. You just need 10 qualified contests to put your scores up. So we got that contest going on right now. It ends at the end of November, and I'm kind of in the know. So we have a really cool CBA end of the year party. So planned party and possible cook-off. So guys, if you want to get in with the CBA, you're welcome to do that right now. We got events coming up all the time, but if you guys, I get it, you want to stick to the IBCA, that's fine too. But come on over. We got plenty of room at the CBA and plenty of contests coming up. You should do some CBA events, Jaybird.
Is there a drinking contest?
Yeah, you can drink in the CBA.
No, I mean like just a flat out drinking contest.
There's not a drinking contest. We're going to go over the bull printing wraps and graphics rack up. Can't we talk now? See, I'm not even drinking.
Oh, you start drinking.
I'm getting off you. The bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap from last weekend in the IBCA, the Fishing Fiesta. Always been a favorite of mine. I wasn't able to do it I didn't do any last weekend, but that was in Freeport. There were 39 teams that made the trek down to Freeport. I'm just going to go over the RGC with Sean Moore for Chasing More Smoke. And Enrique Munoz from Not to Worry. He does this, most hated. Not to Worry Barbecue.
Most hated?
Yeah, something like that. Grand champion. And also we'll stick in the IBCA. It was the Trinity Cook-Off, Bring the Heat in Trinity, Texas. 49 teams. Liz Shamlian of Hot Mess Cookers was the RGC. First place was Grand Champion Jerry Cardenas from Loaded Smoke. Congratulations. And in the CBA, there was a contest in Stevensville. GC was Kevin Caldwell from Holy Smoke Cookers. The RGC was James Powell from 360 Cookers. And in Shiner, there was another cook-off in Shiner. John Segura was GC. And Jeremy Cortez from Smoking OCD was the RGC. And lastly, to wrap up the recap, Morgan Beasley wants to know where Primate Cookers is at. In
Last place.
Texas Cookem High Stakes, there were 73 teams out there. Congratulations to Robert Smith of First Class Barbecue. He was the RGC. And Los Buzzards, EJ De Leon from Los Buzzards was the GC last weekend in Edinburgh.
All right, to Morgan.
Yes,
Morgan. If Morgan wants to cook, I've got a pit.
You're gonna teach her how to cook?
Fuck, I can't cook. No, I'm gonna teach her how to fucking drink. She can cook. She can cook on my pit.
She can cook. All right,
come on, Morgan, cook with me.
All right, guys. So we're getting close to 50 minutes on this show. We're gonna wrap this up. We might come on for an after show if Jaybird wants to go, but
I'm not saying Jason's gonna drink, but
Jason's gonna drink. So next week, the Summer Super Slam continues with Chef Greg Muller from Rec Tech Grills. He's gonna come on and join Case and I at 8:00 on Wednesday night. This weekend, Bullhorn Barbecue will be in Uvalde, Texas. Come say hi if you see me. I'd love to drink a beer with you. I won't be showing up there until probably about 5:00 on Friday out in Uvalde. So if you guys are cooking, much luck to you. Best of luck. We love you guys. Yannick Thomas. What's up? She
Never
said
heard of her.
Yannick did a great.
Oh my God, if her cook-off wasn't 180 degrees, it'd be awesome.
It was fun though. We had a good time out there. That did drain me though. So she's already talking about next year.
My daughter loved it.
Yeah, it was a good time.
My daughter came from fucking Mississippi to do it.
Yes. Great job, Yannick and David Thomas with PHA. That was a fine event. Anyway, so that's going to wrap up tonight's show from Cypress, Texas.
Oh, time out real quick.
Okay, what's up?
Who has a whole solo stove?
I do. Yes. Wait, you got to turn your knee this way. What is that?
That's a fucking solo stove burn.
We're brothers. I've got one.
And I've also got one here.
How did get your leg off me?
How
did that happen?
I got fucking drunk and fucking burned the shit on myself.
Papa Joe Grilling Supplies. See them in Hutto. They're cooking in Seaton this weekend. All right, so Jaybird. Oh, I know who that is. That's not me. Somebody has access to the page, and I know who that is. So anyway, all right, guys. Again, next week we're gonna have Chef Greg Muller on from Rec Tech, but that's gonna wrap up tonight's show. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next weekend. I think that's gonna wrap it up. You think you want to close out the show with Jaybird?
Titties in the face, bitches.
All right. So we'll see you guys next week. Have a good week. If you're cooking, good luck, good smoke. And we'll see you guys next weekend right here on the So Smoking Gooder Show. We're out.